I remember in 4th grade seeing the Holocaust survivors come in to be interviewed for Names Not Numbers. I think it stood out to me because I always learned about the Holocaust, but hearing it from an actual survivor was a whole different experience. I think it's important to do Names Not Numbers because it teaches us about the Holocaust and it teaches future generations about the Holocaust. It also shows Holocaust deniers that the Holocaust actually happened. I'm so grateful to have been able to do Names Not Numbers and be a part of this experience.
We did many things in ASHAR this year to honor and remember the Holocaust. One of the things we did was each month we went to Cafe Europa to do special things with the survivors like baking challah, making cookies for Hanukkah, or just singing happy birthday. Going to Cafe Europa was something so meaningful to me, and hearing their stories was so inspiring.
I have many great memories here at ASHAR, but one of my favorites was our Shabbaton. Even though it took a while to set up a final date that works for everyone, it was worth it when we got there. Before Shabbat started, we put our bags at the house that we were staying at, and my host was so sweet and said if we needed anything to just tell her. After we put our stuff away, everyone met up at Mrs. Jacobson's house and just hung out there until Shabbat started. We first davened together and then had the meal. After the meal, we played a game and listened to a song and dance that some girls prepared. The next day, if you wanted, you could go to shul or just sleep in. We ate breakfast at Mrs. Jacobson's house and then just hung out with everyone until the meal. After the meal, it was like free time and everyone was just enjoying themselves at times with others. Before Shabbos ended, everyone walked over to Mrs. Gazen's mom's house where we ate food, talked about high school, and sang Smiros all together. After we walked back to say Havdalah and then we left. Even though Shabbos usually feels long, the Shabbaton felt so short and was a lot of fun. I wish we could have more than one because it is a great memory that I will never forget and carry with me throughout high school.
ASHAR gave us a special opportunity to do things we love. Something I love about our basketball team, it gave me the opportunity to work as a team and make new connections with friends. When stepping on the court, you're guided by amazing staff and teachers who cheer you on along the way. It was never about scoring the ball into the hoop, but the memories and friendships we made that will last a lifetime.
In ASHAR, I've made many memories and have had a lot of really great experiences. One thing that will stay with me from my time in ASHAR is Torah Bowl. Torah Bowl is a competition where a group of girls study a specific sefer to compete against other schools. During my time in Torah Bowl in 7th and 8th grade, I've learned Torah on a whole new level. Learning Torah in such great detail has really helped me appreciate it so much more, and I'm so grateful I got to be part of this team. It is something I will never forget.
The teams in ASHAR was one of my favorite parts of this school year. I had the opportunity to be on the basketball team. The memories won't only be about the game, but it will also be about the connections I made throughout the season. One thing the basketball team taught me was responsibility. Another thing it taught me was teamwork. Although we didn't win every game, I still had such an amazing season and will really miss it.
I first joined Torah Bowl in 7th grade when I was one of the 7th graders chosen to be on the team. I didn't really know what Torah Bowl was when I first came on the team, but I quickly learned what it was and how fun it could be. In Torah Bowl, we study one of the 5 Svarim and compete with other schools with questions on the Rashis every few months, 2 or 3 parshas at a time. Both this year and last year, we went to championships and won. At championships, the questions are on the entire sefer instead of a few parshas. The Sharks haven't won championships in a long time, so it was very exciting. I really enjoy the competition, bus rides, and the fun of being on the team. I'm very grateful that I got to be a part of it.
Every year, usually in the beginning of June, the whole ASHAR and more participates in the Israeli Day Parade. The Israeli Day Parade is a march where we walk around New York City celebrating Israel. A bunch of schools and families join the parade, which is really nice because you see everyone from all around celebrating together. A lot of people don't like to come or bring their kids because it could seem dangerous. There are usually Palestinian protests, but for me, it's even more powerful when there are other people protesting because it shows how we are not afraid to stand up for Israel. Overall, I think it's a really special and important event that ASHAR participates in.
In ASHAR, we do many things celebrating and honoring Israel. One thing that stood out to me was that we sent duffel bags to Israeli soldiers with supplies they needed during the October 7th war. We celebrate Yom HaAtzmaut and Yom HaZikaron every year by watching a video about this special day. Then we go outside as a school to lower and raise the Israeli flag. It's really special to me how we get to learn about these special days in depth and experience raising the flag as a school.
In ASHAR, we celebrate Israel a lot throughout the year, whether it is raising flags or honoring the Chayalim. We also helped Israel when the October 7th broke out by packaging toys, books, and other things a little kid will like. We sent those packages to families in Israel who were affected by the October 7th attacks. I think this was a very special thing ASHAR does along with their students because it teaches us more about our home country.
ASHAR has many activities that are really fun, and it's hard to pick just one. But my favorite has to be Lag BaOmer. We go on the buses and we go to Rabbi and Mrs. Jacobson's house. They light a fire and we can sit on the blankets that we brought. At lunch they order pizza and you could eat it on the porch or on your blanket, and then after that you could just go to the park if you want. And then at 3 you go you go back on the buses and you go back to school. I really like Lag BaOmer because it's just one of the only times of year that you can just chill. You don't have to worry about school, and it's just really fun. And I don't really want to forget it.
The week of Purim and Hanukkah are two of my favorite weeks of the whole school year in ASHAR. Some of my favorite activities are when we dress up in a new theme every day leading up to Purim, and during Hanukkah when we have Maccabia. We have lots of fun and do challenges. We also make so many memories. Overall, I really enjoy these 2 weeks of the school year.
I have many great memories in ASHAR, but getting to be a senior, we get to go on way more trips than middle school does. Middle school only takes around 3 trips, but we take way more. For example, we get to go to a nursing home and visit Holocaust survivors and bake cookies and challah with them. And we even get our own trip. We get to go to Washington and go visit historical monuments and be with our friends in even our own room. It's so fun and exciting to wait for, and I'll carry these memories with me through high school.
Throughout my years at ASHAR, one of my favorite activities were the annual Maccabia and Color War. During Hanukkah and the last few days of the year, the ASHAR middle school girls are split into color teams. From dances to sports, from races and songs, these few days allow us to learn how to be a team and come together. These memories will stay with me throughout high school.
The mother-daughter breakfast was one of my most favorite programs here at ASHAR. The reason that I find the mother-daughter breakfast important is because it's a time where you and your mother spend time together. I like this program because we get to dive in together, have breakfast, perform a dance and a song, and more. The best part is that the mother-daughter breakfast isn't only for the 8th grade, it's for grades 4 to 8. This program affects my day so much. It makes me feel special that I'm able to spend time with my mother and my friends and their mothers. I think the mother-daughter breakfast matters because it's nice to have quality time with your mother.
In ASHAR, we have a lot of activities, but mother-daughter breakfast is my favorite. I love it because we get to have quality time with our mothers and get to sing songs. This year, we got to make a dance because we're in 8th grade. It was so fun to see all the different grades learning and enjoying it. Every mother-daughter breakfast is on a Rosh Chodesh, so we get to sing Hallel all together. All in all, I'm really going to miss mother-daughter breakfast when I graduate.
There are so many programs here in ASHAR, but one that I love the most is the Chesed programs. I remember when I was in 6th grade, at the beginning of October 7th, we all went into the lunchroom and packed duffel bags for the IDF soldiers. In the bags, we packed socks, boots, and so much more. Another memory I have is when I was in 7th grade and the whole middle school girls packed pencil cases with school supplies for displaced families in Israel. We got to add cute little personalized notes to put in the bags. Another memory I have is when I was in 6th grade. We went to Tomchei Shabbos and we packed donuts for Hanukkah to place in Bikur Cholim hospital rooms. We also held a bake sale at our school to raise money for Israeli families who lost their homes due to the war. These memories will stay with me forever.
Each year from 5th grade and up, we get assigned a girl 4 grades younger. She is your little sister for the rest of the year. Every month on Rosh Chodesh, we do an activity that relates to what the month is all about. Whether it's learning the cup song or drinking hot chocolate in the library, there's always laughter and fun. This program is so important because it connects the grades into one big family. Even though we get a new little sister each year, the connection with your other sister stays on for the rest of the years. I will always remember the memories made in ASHAR.